I'm not sure if you heard that, but it's a little too intense for me, especially in the morning. It's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're getting started right on the dot as usual with the live on the charts. It was a watch party until then. Where are we at? Bitcoin is at $60,000. Like I've been saying, the bottom is not in. Many called it at 105,000. Many called it at 85,000. Many called it at 65,000 again. They love to call the bottoms all the way down. I never wavered publicly. I never hedged my chart posts. My chart posts were all the same. People said you post the same stuff every day. It's because I'm seeing the same thing on the charts every day. Now, we did have, shout out to Whale Alert, our good friends over at Whale Alert. I said the higher time frames remain bearish, not because I have a magic crystal ball, because I trust what I see on the charts, right? So we're going to get into all of that today. We'll cover a lot of Bitcoin charts today. We're going to cover the NASDAQ rolling over, the S&P 500 rolling over, Tesla rolling over, Google rolling over, NVIDIA rolling over, everything, right? So we will stay tuned. On the first half of the live stream, we'll cover all of that. Excuse me. Water, please. Put in your chart requests and your comments. On the second half of the live stream, we will cover your chart requests. But please put in all the details. Put in the ticker symbol, the asset name, the asset class. Is it crypto? Is it stock? Or the ETFs? A lot of ticker symbols overlap nowadays. So there's so many of them that when I go to search for it, I want to search for it quickly. So put in all the details, or I might have to skip over it. Any late chart requests, I may skip over it because I run out of energy and steam. So, put in all the requests early so I can get ready for it while we're live streaming live. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for education purposes only, but hopefully we have a little bit of fun and entertainment along the way, like making fun of me. So with that, we're going to get right into it. There's a lot of action at Whale Alert today. News headlines, wallets, everything. So you'll probably see a lot of desktop pop-ups over there. If it gets to be too much, I can just close my laptop over here and it'll move it to the other screen. So, but it's fine right now. I like seeing it. With that, $60,000 Bitcoin. And there's only 5 data points that the price, this orange line, the price, current price, has come back to retest the average buy price, the pink line. There's only 5 data points. Yes, I know. But there are 0 data points that the price has not come back to retest the average buy price, which means every single time the actual price comes back to retest the average buy price, which is currently below $53,000. It's a slow moving target. On the relief rally, it got back up to like 53,000. Now it's back down to 52,700, right? The reason why I'm paying attention to this is because it lines up with sniper targets. Sniper targets first and foremost, number one, in my opinion. If we can find other major reasons why, like this on-chain data average buy price, and it lines up with past sniper targets, and it aligns with my actual thesis, I'm all for it. Is it enough for me by itself? Maybe. But it wouldn't have told me to sell the top other than it was, multiple deviations away from it, right? So there's other tools, I'm sure, but just as long as it's lining up with the sniper targets, all over it, right? All over it. So that's the average buy price. Sentiment, you can kind of see on realized profit is negative, right? It's negative. It's bearish. Long-term holders are also negative on the realized profit. That's not good. That's not good, right? So a lot of things to talk about. I've been saying that the bottom is not in. Jesse, it just tagged the exact wick bottom. So technically it hasn't made a lower low. Okay. All right. Well, wait 10 more minutes, right? Wait 1 more hour. Wait 1 more day. Wait 1 more week. Wait 1 more month. However long it takes, right? Jesse, it hasn't closed below this pivot point over here yet. And that to me signals more of the bottom wasn't in than any wick, right? Okay, you could argue the wick. I mostly care about the candle closes. So any candle close below, say, 63,000-ish, depending on what exchange you're looking at. Price is at 60,000. We still have like 8 more hours until the candle closes. But high probability we see a new candle close below 63,000 today. High probability we see a candle close below the 200-week SMA. Pretty high probability we're going to take out that wick with at least another wick. So I've been saying the bottom wasn't in. The relief rally was awesome. The relief rally was better than what I expected. I was expecting this to be the end of the relief rally, right? Came back down, put in a higher low, trapped some more bulls to go long, right? Great relief rally, better than I expected. But then on this buy signal on April 5th, we stopped talking about price going to $53,000 by April, right? We stopped talking about that. We pivoted. Not because I'm trying to look better than I am, but because the chart flipped bullish. Our main thesis was still we are in a bear market. This would, even if it flips bullish, we're still expecting the bounce to get sold off. We're still expecting the relief rally to get sold off. But the timing of it changed. The only thing that changed was the timing. That's it. Everything else remained the same. The lower targets, my message, the message was higher time frames remain bearish, still in a bear market. We're 6 months into a potential 12-month bear market. Now we're 8 months into a potential bear market. Into a potential 12-month bear. We're already in a bear market. We're 8 months into a potential 12-month bear market. So the message remained the same. The targets remained the same. Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was the timing of it, which I've said countlessly. I do not have a magic crystal ball. I don't know exactly when. We do a lot of forecasting. Foresight is greater than hindsight, in my opinion. I don't just report what just happened. We forecast. We speculate. We're positioning it before the move happens. Why? Because I'm using real money. I'm using real money. So that's why. I'm not just trying to get bullish clicks. Everyone said, well, you only have 77,000 followers. Why don't you have 100,000? Why don't you have 200,000? Why don't you have... I would have 200 to 500,000 followers if I only posted bullish posts. Once upon a time, should I name a name? No, I'm not going to name a name. Once upon a time, I had 20,000 followers. This other account had 60,000 followers. Who has 560,000 followers had 40,000 followers. We were cyber buddies. And we posted bullish charts. And then the bear market in 2021. And then the bear market happened. And then I posted what I saw, bearish charts. This cyber friend that I thought was a cyber friend, never met in real life, continue to post bullish charts all through the bear market. Blew up to 200,000 followers. I moved to 40,000, 45,000 followers in the bear market. It's okay. It's okay. I lost that cyber friend. I was calling his charts out. I was calling other charts out. I said, I don't think so. I don't think so. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. I lost several cyber friends. I just lost another cyber friend yesterday, or at least I noticed it yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. I do it for accuracy. I don't do it just for the clicks. Do I want more clicks? Yes, of course. Do I want to grow? Yes. But I need you guys and gals to repost these streams. I need you guys and you gals to repost all of my stuff, bookmark it, comment. I would need your help because I post what I see in the charts, right or wrong. More right than wrong. Hitting targets at a 75% clip, at least according to Grok, which means the direction and the overall thesis is more right than 75%, because 75% we're hitting targets on Bitcoin, on altcoins like 72%, and stocks 80% or higher, right? According to Grok on my chart posts. So you guys need to help me grow if you want me to grow. There it is. Boom. Officially, the bottom was not in live. We just took out the bottom. We just took out the bottom. That was it. We did it live, baby. Boom. Bottom was not in. You could have argued. Oh, let's change this to the, now that we're zoomed in. What is that? 62. You could have argued, well, Jesse hasn't taken out the lower wick. Jesse hasn't taken. It will. Just give it 5 minutes. So if you learn to see what I see in the charts, I'm never going to tell you what to do. People ask me, I'm not going to tell you. I provide recorded coaching, 70 plus hours. I provide all the tools for you. We have every tool. This is our own charting system. We have everything you could ever possibly need. Auto trend lines. The sniper indicators rebuilt on Python code. We also have, if you still use TradingView a lot like I do, we still have the Pine script indicators as well on TradingView. So you have access to both of them, but we have it all over here. We have automatic gap detection. I love the automatic gap detection, right? If you look at Amazon, by the way, we don't have any paid sponsors. We've never shilled a coin ever. We've never taken affiliate money. I have an affiliate link for TradingView. Never taken $1, right? Shout out to TradingView. They give me free accounts. I use their charts every single day. I use our charts every single day. There's some things about our charts that I like better. There's some things on TradingView that are better. I mean, they're probably like a $500 million company. It's just me and one dev who is a former sniper in the Discord turned my developer, right? So obviously he has free access to all this. So can't obviously I don't charge him a subscription anymore. But he was a market sniper, in-house dev, market sniper for like 40 years at least became my dev, became my guy. So he's a young guy too, but we're doing big things with just two of us. We have a small but growing community of like-minded people, right? We have our own indicators, yes. If you have other indicators that you like better or you like to have on the chart as well, awesome. You can filter it by sniper indicators. These are our own built sniper indicators built on what we've seen throughout the years. We have trend-based. We've recreated the super trend, all that, right? Momentum, volatility, volume. We have so many indicators we've recreated that we think are important. That's just the charting system. We have the dashboard and journal, which you should be logging every single trade. I don't show it on here. I don't log on this account all my trades because I keep things personal, right? We have the recon page. Mighty Kirk, Market Sniper in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? London, UK, not so sexy news, aka Lawrence, Market Sniper in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? We have the recon page, all the data at your fingertips. Yes, you could search for each channel individually. Yes, yes. You can find everything. You can find all the data separately. Yes, yes. You can find Jesse's charts all at your fingertips. Insider clusters, politicians, volume anomalies. That's a hard word to say. I nailed it. We can't make fun of me today. Can't make fun of anomalies. Just go slower. Setup conditions forming, signal performance. We built this because I was tired of looking at like 11 different pages, right? It's all on one page now. Sector movers, earnings this week, show all 43. It's going to show you today. It's going to show you tomorrow or after close, before close, Tuesday, Wednesday, Oracle, right? All the information you need. We have the community over here. We also have the Discord. We use the Discord for the alerts. And I post my charts there, but they also show up on the communities over here. Some people are like, well, I don't want Discord. Okay, cool. You're not going to miss anything, I don't think. I think all the alerts, I think even the alerts get transferred over to the community. We have our own online community over here as well. So yeah, no, all the alerts come through. All the alerts come through. You don't even, if you don't want Discord, cool. Then you don't need Discord, right? We have our own online community that syncs with Discord. Love it. Love it. And of course, what we started it all, 70 plus hours of recorded coaching videos, still valid today. We did these sessions 4 years ago, 4-year anniversary of it, still valid. I haven't changed, right? And you can filter it too. Friday sessions. We used to do Friday sessions. So there we go. There we go. We got a lot more Bitcoin charts. So yes, I do talk about Market Sniper. You can find it over here. This is the only website we have. Don't fall for scams. Watch out for impersonators. I will not DM you. I will DM you in the Discord like, sometimes, but not to sell you something else. I will never DM you, direct message you to sell you something. So if someone says, hey, how is your trading going? You want to sign up for XYZ? Dead giveaway. I will never do that. I don't have time for that. When in doubt, direct message me. If you think it might be a scam, I'd rather you direct message me and ask me than to get scammed. I've been scammed in the crypto world. 2021, I got scammed about $13,000 of mining equipment. Wife was out of town. She said, never buy anything again unless I'm home. I'm like, it's my own money. I can do whatever I want. But I'm like, okay, well, okay, wife. 2021. She wasn't my wife yet. She was my fiance. She was my fiance in early 2021. I married her September 2021. She said, never buy anything again when I'm not here. I'm like, okay. It was such a good website. It was such a good deal. I knew better. Oh, about $13,000. I was too diversified on wallets. In 2022, I lost $9,000 on a wallet I forgot about on BlockFi, and BlockFi filed bankruptcy. Luckily, it was a bear market. Luckily, I had gone to Gemini USD. Not luckily. I mean, it wasn't lucky that I went to cash because it was a bear market. I sold at $61,700 Bitcoin, or $60,000 700 Bitcoin. I always rounded up to $61,000. I sold the top minus 10 to 13%, which was my goal at the time. I put out that video October 2025, October 2021. And so I lost that $9,000. I put in a request. I was like, there's no way I'm getting that $9,000 back. I got the $9,000 back. And it was only because I went to Gemini USD in a bear market. If I would have kept it in Bitcoin, I would have never seen that Bitcoin ever again. Right? So in a bear market things happen. Not every altcoin survives. I said that in 2021. We're going to cover that today too. I said buy the right dip. An account with 19,000 followers, I can't remember the name, started following me and then used that exact quote on another account. It's catching on. They didn't even quote me. I called her on it. I said, hey, you didn't even quote me on this, LOL. Say, oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. There's a lot of people that will use my charts, my chart ideas, quote me, stuff like that, without quoting me or giving me credit, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the game. It's a copycat league. But just know you probably heard it here first. So with that, we haven't done a long rant or rave in a long time. Use the tools to position yourself, to learn the charts. We literally have 20 spots left at $9 a month, right? Once those spots go away, the price is going up. I've been talking about that this price is going up. We're almost done finalizing payment links, all that stuff. But it's going up. AI says it should be $199 a month. If you're a current subscriber, there's a loyalty. Not only do I have integrity, I have loyalty. If you get in early, you'll always be the same price. I will never increase the price on you, ever. You'll be locked in for as long as you want. Cancel anytime. I'm not trying to hold your subscription hostage. I hate that. Oh, I hate that. I think that's the number one thing I hate on subscriptions. How do you cancel? Cancel. I want to cancel. How do you cancel? Oh, that bothers me so much. I know it bothers other people too. They built an app, Rocket app, that helps you cancel it. I signed up for that and I canceled that because it doesn't even help me cancel all the ones I want to cancel, right? So we will never hold your subscription hostage. You control your own destiny. Once you log in, you can easily cancel. We may ask you one question, why? It's just so we can get better, right? But we're not going to make you jump through hoops. You can upgrade. So if you sign up for $9, you can upgrade to 49, no problem. If you sign up for 49 and want to downgrade, no problem. You sign up for either one of them and you want to cancel, no problem. We don't have refunds. I don't have time to manually do refunds anymore. Sorry. If you sign up and you cancel, cool. You'll get access to everything until the 30-day window is over. Right? That's it. It's fair. I think that's fair. You signed up. We're not trying to hide anything. I just don't have time to manually refund you anymore. So with that, you can learn all about it, all the features, everything. We have AI built in. You could ask AI. The morning brief, everything we already covered, gives you the full breakdown over here. 2 plans, 1 method. Gives a side-by-side, compare the plans. Core, Elite. Elite gives you everything. If you need help setting everything up, one-time call with Alex. Not me. I used to charge $1,000. Alex is cheaper. He's younger. He's half my age. So more, it's 31.7%. I thought it was 25%. 31.7% take advantage of the Sniper Elite 490. That's $40 a month. Renews every year. Be prepared. It automatically renews every year. You can cancel it, but that one you got to be careful because there's no refunds on it. So if it renews a year from now, just be aware of that. It does renew. You have 365 days to cancel it, right? For the next year. Carlos, nice. Currently on the 10th recorded coaching, and for $49 a month is too valuable. Yep. I literally covered, I put every ounce of energy into it. I didn't pull any punches. I went all in on it. I did my very best. No, we don't have a lifetime plan. 2 reasons. 1, I can't risk someone being a bad apple. We have a tight, smaller community. There's only been 3 in the entire time that I've had Discord for 4 years. Only 3. But I reach out. I'm not a moderator. I'm not there to moderate you. We're all adults. We need to focus, stay hyper focused on investing and trading and getting better. Only 3 have been bad apples, to my knowledge. And when I saw that, I reached out to them to give them an opportunity to shape up or ship out. And I nudged them that this Discord is probably not for you. This community is probably not for you. It's not about just collecting a couple dollars here or there. I'd rather have you not in our community. And it's only been 3 in 4 years. So I'm really proud of our community. And we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep our community. And I'm going to keep being proud of our community. If there's something I don't like that you post, I'm not going to just cancel you. I'm going to direct message you first. So we don't have a lifetime plan for that reason. Secondly, even though I provide everything, I don't want a lifetime plan and then you go 2 years and then do a chargeback. I'm not doing that. So, but with that, 31.7% of the people have taken the Sniper Elite package annual. It's an annual recurring. It's $40 a month. Not as many have taken the 99. It's like 17%. But when the price goes up 20 spots from now, we'll probably keep the annual at $99 a month. $99 a year. So a higher percentage will probably select the annual. So anyways, that's enough about that. We've got a lot of charts to cover. So we've never shilled a coin. We've never done airdrops. We've never promoted a token. We've never taken $1 of affiliate money. So we do spend some time here or there. Usually not this much time on the live streams, but it's a Friday. And I got diapers to pay for. I've got organic food for my baby to pay for. I got to fill up the Kia with gas money, right? So we'll take a few minutes. Bitcoin daily chart, bottom was not in. The bottom was not in, right? Confirmed. Don't take my word for it. We confirmed it live. The bottom was not in again. Ethereum is in a free fall. I posted yesterday, Cardano is in a free fall. We're going to cover all those charts, but let's stick to Bitcoin for right now, and then we'll hit the altcoins, then we'll hit the stocks, and then we'll hit your chart requests. So stick around with that. Let's take a quick second here. A lot of comments, and then we're going to go heavy on the Bitcoin charts. So stay tuned. I'm not fluent in Spanish. You're welcome. Sorry. I don't catch falling knives, Peter. Pick one. Lemonade. Pick one. ASTS. Awesome. Welcome. R. Yep. We'll circle back. True. And I would grow the account much faster. Trust me. What up, Paul? $40 years or 4 years? This course is 4 years. Yes, yeah. I do not have a magic crystal ball, but we do have pretty good foresight. You want me to look at it? Green Seeker, what up? And can remain oversold. They said the same thing on June 2nd. And I pointed out when they were saying it's oversold, the bottom is in on June 2nd. I said, yes, it was also oversold January 31st, and it continued another. They were saying that over here, dropped another 25%. And they're saying it over here. Yesterday, the bottom was in, it's oversold. Could drop another 25%. below 50,000. So if you understand momentum like I do, then you would say stuff like our size is the lowest it's ever at. It's oversold, but it can remain oversold. And it's sometimes when the magic happens, right? To the upside and the downside. Sometimes when the magic happens, sometimes when it's overbought, sometimes when the magic happens, and sometimes it's just overbought, reversal candle. Price is coming back down the trending dots, right? At the very least. So there we go. What else? What else? Awesome. Welcome, the cousins. Yeah, if you guys are on Twitter, hit a comment, let me know that you're Marcus Sepper, and I'll obviously follow you. Or, Carlos Nerio, currently on the 10th recording coaching. Yep, already covered that one. Awesome. Can you nope. Nope. I'm committed to being non-committal. Right? I'm not trying to lock anyone in lifetime. I got married for the first time at age mid-40s. I'm committed to being non-committal. I met my wife almost 11 years ago. I didn't marry her until 2021. It's hard to corral me. I'm not trying to get into a lifetime membership with anybody. Hopefully it is with me and my wife, but that's only one person. Yeah, we're gonna cover all the Bitcoin charts. Fair. Pick one, or I might not do it. Do Ethereum, please. Yeah, we'll cover Ethereum. Trapped bulls always hope for relief rallies. Or people who missed the short. I'm not saying this is you, but I get a lot of comments on X that, are we going to get a relief bounce? Are we going to get a relief bounce? Are we going to get a relief bounce? They only ask that for two reasons. One, they're trapped. They're a trapped bull. Or two, they missed the short. And now they want to short it because the price just dropped 25%. So it's only two reasons why you ask that question. Maybe a third. And the third would be you're in a short and you're trying to figure out where to take profit. You should know that before you ever take a short. You should have a plan in place. And whether that plan works out or not, you live with those results. That's on the recorded coaching. We take a deep dive on that. We don't have time to deep dive it here. There's three reasons, I guess, but two major reasons. You're either trapped long or you're feeling FOMO and missed the short. Then it's the third option, and you don't have the take profit strategy locked in. So the only reason why people ask those questions. What else? Yeah, but we're growing. And, to be honest, partly my fault. The last 4 years, 2 of those 4 years, I posted charts, but I didn't try to grow it every single day. I spent an obsessive amount of hours building trading bots, more than 30 trading bots. And I'm continuing to test them behind the scenes. And I've made like 300 different versions of those 30 bots. So an obsessive amount of time. So out of the last 4 years, I would say that I've actively grown X 1.5 years. So partly my fault. So gotta blame myself too. It's okay. I'm a poorly. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Well, all right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to the charts. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get back to it. Boom, boom. So the bottom was not in. Yep, we know, Jesse. We know we were saying the bottom wasn't in based off of on-chain data as well. What's average buy? No, where's the average buy price? Is it gone? Oh, there it is. It's a live stream. So we called this out. We said W pattern, a bearish W pattern. We called it out way up here. Posted the chart on May 7th. Right? Posted it on May 7th. Said there's a bearish W pattern very similar to 2022. And then what happened next was price came back down to the average buy price. Bearish W pattern. The next thing that could happen is that price comes back down to the average buy price. It's happening in real time. Whether it happens this week, next week, the week after, there's 5 data points saying that price went back to the average buy price. There's 0 data points showing that price does not come back and retest the average buy price. Not only does it retest it, it goes below it. Is the bottom in? Bottom was not in. Again. Chalk another one up for the snipers. Chalk another one up. We gotta find. Let's keep going. We'll do some victory laps later. Should we do victory laps? I don't know. Let me know if we should do some victory laps or we should just stay focused. Let's stay focused. Here's the W pattern updated. Shooter, by the way, what's up? What's up? What's up? So this is the W pattern. We posted this on May 7th. So back up here, price was nearly 80. I feel like you're kind of hating right now. And you were bullish at the top, I remember. So I think we should do victory laps just because of that. There you go. So bearish W pattern. We'll stay focused. We'll stay focused for now. Faraz. Sorry, Faraz Mirza. There you go. You can make fun of me for that. I'm not good with pronunciations, but Faraz Mirza, we will stay focused for now, and then we'll circle back. So you probably want to stay to the end. We'll do some victory laps for you, my man. Okay, bearish W pattern. Called it out May 7th. I posted it, and since then, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, price came down and hit the 200-week SMA. Just as we wrote it up October 10th. Just as we talked about Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution October 8th. Just as we said October 4th, Bitcoin has never peaked beyond 550 days. So there you go. I queued up the victory laps for later. Now you're ready for them, and we'll continue forward. This was the October 10th chart that I posted, and this was the Bitcoin bear market roadmap. Don't keep spamming Solana. This is the third one that I've seen. Please don't spam. I do want comments, but please don't spam it. I saw it, and I always circle back for chart requests, but it doesn't make me want to do the chart request for you. Just do one. That's all you need. It's on the, it's probably on the list already anyways, along with Ethereum. So just trust that I'm going to go back through the comments and I will do it for you. So no need to spam it though. That's the third one. Yeah, please like it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for pointing that out. I can pay a hospital helping my brother now. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Good job. That's the whole purpose of this, is to better our lives. So awesome. Good. Yep. Nice. Not as good as it once was, but yeah, I appreciate that. Once upon a time, I had a really good memory. The older you get, I think there's too many memories, and the bandwidth does drop. I used to not forget anything, and I still have a good long-term memory, but I choose not to remember what's on the calendar for personal. So I let my wife handle all that. I have AI agent, does a lot of things for me. Yes, I built one. No, I don't post about it a lot on X to chase clicks. But yeah, I named it Spotter. Uh, I do have a really good long-term memory. Not as good as it once was, like I said, but on short-term memory stuff like calendar, like, oh, don't forget we have this or we have that. My wife's really good at that. She tells me. Tom Watkinson, what's up? What's up? No, I didn't. No, I don't ban you. Nope. We're big boys here. We're big boys and big girls. We don't need to ban anyone. I just tell you. I just tell you up front. We'll have a conversation. We're good. We good. If you're spamming the chat with sales or scams or whatever, then yeah, you'd probably get banned. So you're good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, let's keep going. Let's stay on the track. This is the Bitcoin bear market roadmap. This was mapped out 8 months ago. Target 4 soon. Target 5, 2022 bear market hit the exact same target. The exact same target. No, it would take a lot more for me to ban you. Don't worry. I have thick skin. I have thick skin. This is just a warning shot. Relax. It's just a warning shot. You're good. Thanks. I don't speak English, but I follow all your posts. Honestly, I love it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't speak English well either. So we went to Belize for my wife and I's honeymoon. Probably one of the favorite places on the planet that I've been to. And I'm not well traveled. I've never been to Europe. My friends make fun of me. I'm more of like my wife and I are more like, if we're gonna take a vacation, let's go do an adventure outdoors. So that usually leads to island or the lake or hiking, any of that kind of stuff. So I'm not like one day I'll go, but I'm just not that interested to go. Like I'd be interested to see like certain parts of Europe, but it's a long flight, and now we have a 2-year-old. So there you go. But yeah, I don't speak English well. I always make fun of myself for it because uh, I'd say when we were in Belize, that's why I'm going to wrap this up. When we were in Belize, one of my favorite places, and maybe I'll have a second home there one day when the daughter's older, right? And we can travel easier on a plane. Then it makes more sense to have a second home there or a third home there, and use that as an Airbnb too, when the price is right. Sold my Airbnb top of 2021, by the way. So we'll buy another one eventually. But what my point was that they speak better English than I do. They speak proper English in Belize. That's their main language. I love that place. So good. And I told them all the time, like, you speak better English than I do. So there you go. All right. Thanks, David, for getting me off track on Belize. Take me down memory lane. What else? Let's look at the higher time frames. This is the higher time frames. The weekly chart is still bearish. Great bull trap. Great bull trap. But the 2-week chart was still bearish. Red trending dots were still expanding. I pointed that out at the relief rally. The red trending dots were in a bear market, and they came all the way back down the 200-week moving average. Will that happen again? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they get close. Maybe they go far below it, right? But that's what I'm pointing out, is that it took time for the momentum to get turned around. And the 2-week trending dots came all the way back down to the 200-week moving average. Same with the weekly chart, probably, right? The weekly chart, the 3-week chart, the monthly chart all did as well. So we'll see. We'll see. The momentum is still bearish on higher time frames. So even if there's a small relief, even if there's a small bounce, 10, 20%, whatever the case may be, I'm still expecting those bounces to get sold off. Even if price comes well down below here, even if price comes all the way back down to, say, $50,000 or $52,000 on-chain data or target 4, maybe there'll be a bounce for a couple of weeks into the 200-week moving average, and then maybe it continues lower. The 5th target is still at $40,000. This 5th target was not hit until November 2022. And it created bullish divergence on the weekly chart. So we'll see. We'll see. Lower for now. This would be the lowest weekly candle close since 2024, right? That's not bullish. That's bearish. That means, what that means is we would confirm a lower high. We've got a lower high, confirmed. Lower high, confirmed. Lower high, soon to be confirmed, lower high with a lower low. So that's bearish. That's not bullish. And the reason why I say buy the right dip, the reason why I don't rush into catching falling knives is because the dip could keep dipping. And this is going to be our segue. The dip could keep dipping. The 200-week moving average is still upward sloping. Never in the history of Bitcoin has the 200-week moving average ever been downward sloping. We've talked about this the entire bear market, and I'm going to show you why. Bitcoin versus gold, the 200-week moving average is downward sloping. That's not bullish. Oops. That's bearish. Downward sloping 200-week moving average for the first time on Bitcoin versus gold. That's not bullish. That's bearish. So there is a however. My main thesis in October of 2025, and still is my main thesis, with a caveat. The main thesis is that it'll be a bear market similar to 2022. And we plan to buy the right dip with bullish divergence. However, but what if Bitcoin experiences a dot-com bubble-like crash and not a 2022-like crash of the stock market? What if Bitcoin experienced a 2008-like crash like the SP 500 or the NASDAQ and not like 2022? If that were to happen, then it's no longer like 2022. Then it's something completely different. And it's more like 2008 or the dot-com bubble crash. And Bitcoin would go much lower, in my opinion. And that's why I'm going to wait to buy the right dip. I think it's still 2022. My main thesis is still playing out. But that's the one thing that could change me, that it could be more bearish. So we'll keep an eye on it. Bitcoin has started its bear market and is down over 52%. And the indices has possibly just topped out. This is different than 2022 in that part. In 2022, Bitcoin peaked in November and the indices peaked in December. 8 months later, the indices look like they've peaked. And I've covered it, and we'll cover it again today. 8 months ahead of schedule versus 1 month. So Bitcoin led the way 1 month in advance in 2021. Now it's led the way 8 months in advance. This time could be different than 2022. As of right now, it still looks like 2022. But it could be not 2022. And we'll keep an eye on it. 2008, dot-com bubble-like crash, where the SP 500 and the NASDAQ correct 50% or more. In the dot-com bubble, NASDAQ corrected like 82%. And you saw like Amazon and other Intel didn't recover and make a new all-time high for like 20 years, right? That's why I don't hodl. It's why I like to buy the right dip, because that dip could keep dipping. So this is what we're going to be looking for on the charts. The Bitcoin 200-week moving average, SMA, is still upward sloping, as you can see. But Bitcoin versus gold, it's not. It's downward sloping. Now we're going to transition over to XRP or Ethereum. Downward sloping Ethereum. That's not bullish. That's bearish. And guess what? On the monthly chart, yes, it made a new high with the wick, but it closed lower. It put in a lower high on the monthly chart. A third option, and this would be even crazier, in my opinion. Bitcoin does something similar to Ethereum, where it's 2022 all over again, goes up, makes new all-time high, but closes lower this time, and then reverses back down. So we'll see. We'll see. That's too much speculation. But my point is Ethereum's 200-week SMA is downward sloping. That's not bullish. That's bearish. We've been talking about it on the live streams. Several altcoins have come back down to this area. Right? On the monthly chart, Ethereum has lost the monthly support. It's lost the plot. It's lost the narrative. The next monthly support, 1,066. That's the next major support. Could it stop along the way? Yes. Could it retest it? Sure. Several altcoins have come back down to this area. You could even put it somewhere around there, right? 1,100, 1,000. At that point, what's really the difference, right? And then, of course, there's even lower, right? So it was up here. Now it's in a new range. And this is even a lower range from there. Downward sloping 200-week SMA. Let's keep going. XRP. This is a weekly chart, horizontal. I said, you lose that, we're going back to retest the 200-week SMA. And that just happened. Did we just see a downward sloping 200-week SMA on XRP or not yet? The weekly chart doesn't look like it yet. It could be, though. It's starting to flatten out. You can see in the monthly chart. So it lost that support, That's really the next monthly support on XRP. Been in bear market since that wick up here, but I was out of the position in, I played it in 2024. Haven't really played XRP since then. Chainlink, downward sloping 200-week moving average. I think these were weekly supports. It's at monthly, right? Monthly. I know. It's the new global payment system. I know. XRP, Ripple is going to take over Swift, right? We know all the narratives. We know all the talking heads. We know all the influencers. At the end of the day, the only thing I trust are the charts. Only thing I trust in the charts is what I see. And of course, people point out good things, and I look at other people's charts too from time to time. But 99% of the time, I just stare at my own charts. 99.99% of the time, I just stare at my own charts. It's a downward sloping 200-week moving average. I hoped Chainlink would have made a new all-time high. I hoped Cardano would have made a new all-time high. I hoped Algo. I hoped XYZ. But once it went a downward sloping 200-week moving average, that hope went away. And I stopped thinking that that was the case, that we'd have a prolonged bear market. Chainlink, Cardano, Algo, they've been in bear markets for 5 or more years, right? Let's keep going. Cardano, it's in a free fall. Some of the biggest influencers out there, 200,000 followers, 300,000 followers, have been calling the bottom the whole way down. They said, trust the process. They unfollowed me. They said, the bottom is in. Time and time again, every single day for 5 years. Turns out they were wrong. They probably have a huge following of people that listen to them. Listen to yourself. Trust what you see on the charts. Everything else is noise. Everything else is a narrative. Everything else is news. If you're day trading, that's different. Like day trading, be aware of the news. I don't trade just based off of news, but I'm aware of the news if you're day trading, right? Because all of a sudden it could push something up or down quicker than you thought. It would add fuel to the fire, bearish or bullish, but not because of. You'll see it first on the charts, and then the news will get pushed out the same day, and it will push it one way or the other in the same direction of your chart. So, but that's day trading, not swing trading, not investing. XYZ news, you know it. You know it, Carlos. XYZ news. You tell me. You tell me, Carlos. What's the news? 0 data points telling us on-chain that price won't hit 53,000. 0 data points. So, Jesse, there's only been 5 data points. I know, but there's 0 data points saying otherwise. Cardano has been in a bear market for nearly 5 years. Cardano has lost key support at 24 cents. There was no support below that. You've got a little bit of tiny support here at 14 cents on the monthly chart. That's why I did a dotted light blue line instead of a solid line for visual purposes. You've got a tiny support here at 9 cents. And then you have support all the way at the bottom. Where does it stop? Normally, I would say the Hawkinson stuff, the Charles Hawkinson stuff was FUD, news, narratives, bad timing. But in 2021, I said not all altcoins will survive. And some of the comments and the videos and the news floating around about Charles Hawkinson yesterday, if it's true, then this is probably one of the coins that dies. You're going to take the summer off. If you're building stuff, you don't take the summer off. If you haven't cashed out and supposedly bought a ranch, right, and has moved on, that's not good. Or you don't have control over Cardano. I don't know what's FUD. I don't know what the news or the narratives are, to be exact. I'm just telling you what was floating around on X. And if those were true, this chart plays out with further downside even more. So that doesn't sway me. The charts sway me. And the last weekly sell signal was at 71 cents. On a higher time frame, that was the last time to get out, in my opinion, on a higher time frame. 3-day chart could have gone at 82 cents. 2-week chart could have gone at 68 cents. Maybe you were still down 50%, but now you're down a lot more, right? The dip can keep dipping. At some point, you're just going to chalk it up as it's gone. It's a loss. It's down 95%. And this chart says that it could go down from here even more. So if you're still hodling from the top, is it worth selling now? I don't know. I'm not in that position. That's something you have to decide, right? I don't know. I don't give financial advice. Algo, downward sloping, transform. Okay. Algo, downward sloping 200-week SMA, right? Near all-time lows. That doesn't mean it's bullish. Just because something's at all-time lows doesn't mean it's bullish. It means it's a better buy than it is at the top, but that's still not the reason for me to buy just because it's at all-time lows. There's plenty of all-time lows that made new all-time lows. So, yeah, they always tell us afterwards. I'm just here for the charts, not the tech. That the tech guys will tell us that's coming down the pipeline 10 years later. That never happens, right? I don't know. I only trust what I see in the charts. If I'm going to be making business decisions, if I'm going to be making trading and investment business decisions, I only can trust what I see in the charts. I have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. I have no idea what the CEO is doing. And I've proven it before. I've seen a CEO give inside information. Or no, I have not seen it. I've heard of it. We have alerts on it. I've seen it I've seen the alerts on insiders. I've heard of a CEO giving alert to buy the dip that his own stock, he believed his own stock was going to the moon. And I told one of my close buddies, I said, the chart says differently. I'm not buying. I'd be cautious if I were you. He put in $100,000 and it dropped 50%. The own CEO made an enemy that was a much bigger fish. He was worth $1 billion at the time. I think he's worth $250 million now. He was worth $1 billion at the time. Thought it was going to the moon. Thought he was going to cash out at like 4 or 5 billion. Still has way more money than me and all my other friends combined, right? So he's still worth $250 million. But the point is, my buddy put in 100,000 and it dropped majorly. The CEO believed it was going higher, and he made an enemy and who had more money, had leverage, and pushed the stock down majorly, and it hasn't recovered. So there's always a bigger fish out there. There's always bigger fish. So just be aware of that. You can only trust what you see in the charts, whether it's insider trading, whether it's politicians trading, whether it's XYZ news, as Carlos says. You only can trust what you see in the charts. Downward sloping 200-week moving average is not bullish. H bar was one of the few made a new all-time high. We were there for it in 2024, and that was it. XLM did not. That's looking like a liquidity exit strategy on XLM. Weekly chart, right? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, right? What else? Near breaking down. Pending sell signal. There was bearish divergence. All of the shorter term targets were hit. All 4 targets were hit. These are longer term targets. It might be it. That might be it for near. Retested the 200-week moving average similar to Ethereum, and now it's breaking down. Bearish divergence. Candle close below the trading dots. Most likely coming in for a retracement at the very least. Longer term targets, maybe one and done. All 4 shorter term targets were hit. So we'll see. But at the very least, profit taking on a long there. What else? Dollar, been covering it. We've been covering it. The dollar. Bullish on the weekly chart. Broke out. Higher low. Retested the 200-week SMA coming in. Hasn't retested it since more than 1 year ago. So about 14 months ago, right? Bullish on the daily, bullish on the weekly, bullish on the 2-week chart, pending buy signal again with the higher low. Trust the charts. Monthly chart is getting back above the trading dots. Is not bearish. The VIX is escalated at 21.7%. That aligns with the markets dropping. It's back above the 200-week SMA. That's not bearish for the markets. That's not bullish for the markets. That's bearish for the markets. There is a gap up here at $24 or not dollar. Is it dollar? 24.35. I guess you can trade this actually. I wouldn't recommend it. I've traded in the past, but I wouldn't recommend trading this one. This is a wild animal. This is catching lightning in a bottle. So I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't hold it long term. Is that it for some of these Bitcoin mining that have flipped into AI mining, whatever it is? Hive, Hut. Is that it? Retracement coming? Retracement in the works? Probably. The whole market is starting to roll over. U.S. oil coming in for retracement. You got a gap down here. Adam and Eve double bottom worked out nicely, and then some. It's just red across the board. 10-year yield, been talking about it, been covering it. This is not good for the markets. It's not good. This is the monthly chart. It's right on track of, I think it was the 70s fractal, right? 1970s fractal. What else? There we go. All right. So let's keep going. 10-year yield. Am I still in log? There we go. That's better. MicroStrategy. Oh, put out this. This is another glorious chart. Top was in 2024. Relief rally straight out of the 2021, 2022, 2023 MicroStrategy playbook. This is the weekly chart. Several reasons why this Adam and Eve double bottom could take price all the way down to $80. Close below this neckline here, the confirmation line. I pointed it out back in 2025, right? The Adam and Eve. With the target. Let's just say here. I could have drawn it better. Doesn't matter. Brings it down to $80 roughly. So bottom may not be in, right? If it plays out similarly, the buy the dip could happen in October 2026. We'll see. This time could be different if the dot-com bubble and 2008 play out versus 2022. Main thesis is still 2022, but we'll have to adjust in real time because, like I said, I don't have a magic crystal ball. So there's MicroStrategy dropping. Everyone was buying the dip. Everyone was confident MicroStrategy bottom was in. Then it reversed. Then it had a sell signal at 167. And now we're all the way back down. Bitcoin took out this wick already at 104. Do you think MicroStrategy is going to take out that wick? Probably. The probabilities are increasing. Probably. And then, of course, if the market's rolling over, high-risk tech stocks are rolling over, right? Someone asked about Lemonade. Had a sell signal on the daily chart on Wednesday. So weekly chart was already bearish since April. So let's go to the Magnificent Seven. Dow Jones Transportation was leading the way. Now it's catching a bounce, right? Came back down, filled that gap, and then bounced. So will that possibly happen with the SP 500 and the NASDAQ? Yeah, it could. Could come back down, fill this gap, bounce, create the lower high, and then drop down. That's what I'm showing here, right? That's what I'm showing is create the lower high, come back down, and then continue lower, back down the 200-week SMA. That's my main thesis. We'll see. This small gap was already filled, right? So then we switch it to green, just so we know when we see it, oh, it's filled. When it's yellow, oh, it's not filled, right? So with that in mind, let's go over the Magnificent Seven, right? SMCI still in the bear market. Was that it for the relief rally? It was a solid one. TQQQQQ dropping hard. You got the gap over here, similar to Dow Jones Transportation at $44, right? Tesla covered it yesterday. Price came back up, retested the train dots, rejected, and closed back below. I pointed that out and I said yesterday, I'm like, what did I say yesterday? I wrote it in the Discord. What did I say? What did I say in the Discord? Let's see. Tesla hit the exact retracement target, a key sniper target 4. Looks like it created a lower high, and longer term targets below still remain, along with the 200-week SMA. And I'm pointing out that it's dropping, right? Multiple candle closes below trailing dots. Candle closes below the upper sloping trend line. Longer term targets still remain below. And then the very next day, we have a pending sell signal with price dropping nearly 6%. This was looking like a lower high. This was looking like a lower high. Now we're confirmed with a lower low and most likely another lower low. These lower highs were confirmed with the lower low and now another lower low, right? Price is going down. That's what I wrote in the Discord. Says there was 19 chart posts yesterday on the closing bell, right? Closing bell keeps track of it for us. What else? That's Tesla, Nvidia. We've been covering it. We said bearish divergence. We said this was looking like a lower high. We said candle close back below again, looking like a lower high. And now today we have another sell signal. It looks like it's going to confirm the lower high with the lower low. Is it top in for Nvidia? Seems like it. You got the 200-week moving average down here. What if it took 300 days to retest the 200-week moving average? That would be similar to 2022. Tops get very wicky on the weekly chart. Bearish divergence on the weekly chart. At the very least, price is coming back down to retest the weekly trending dots. At the very least. Boom, boom, boom. PLTR. Add another lower high. Add another lower high. How much time are we at? Woo. 2 hours since I clicked live, but went live almost an hour and a half since going live with the chart. So smash the like button. Help me, help you, help me. Keep going. PLTR. NASDAQ. We talked about it. We covered it. Bearish divergence. breaking down on the lower time frames. QQQ pointed out bearish divergence. Yesterday, I said they closed that small gap. Yesterday, I said they closed that small gap. Do I think it goes down in a straight line? No, I do not. Do I think there will be lower highs along the way? Yes. Will a lower high be the higher probability? Yes. But they might trap some bulls first. They might fill that gap first. They might do Dow Jones transportation first, which means come all the way down, then rally back to a lower high, really trap those bulls, and then continue back down, right? Bearish divergence on QQQ. Meta looks like a lower high. Partially filled gap. Russell breaking down. Nice, Ruben. Sweet. Thanks, Ruben. I saw your goat GIF yesterday. GIF, GIF, and I responded with a funny goat. Try not to take myself too seriously, right? Looks like a bearish engulfing candle. Nah, I mean, kind of. It's a reverse. It's reversing, but it's not bearish engulfing. No, it's close, but not really. Similar thought to it though. IWM, Microsoft reversing. That looks like a lower high. Huge retracement. Partial fill. Almost filled that gap at 475. Reverse right back down. That was the thesis. Thought they might fill that gap. They filled most of it, but it's partially filled. Good to revisit that at a later date. SP 500. Bearish divergence, breaking down. SPY, bearish divergence. They filled. I don't think there was a gap on. There was a gap on QQQ, but not SPY. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I get a lot of "you are a clown" when reversals are happening. You suck. You're the worst. So, I have thick skin, but after all of that, still good to hear it. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm out of water. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm out of water. Yeah, so there's when I call it a reversal in October or April, May, you get a lot of negative comments. So you gotta have thick skin, which I do. But I don't need the compliments, but I like them. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know I'm not a clown for sure. For sure. But, if my charts don't align with all the narratives, the news, and the influencers out there posting hopium, then, it is what it is. SPY breaking down, bearish divergence. We called that out. Google was leading the way, sell signal on June 1st of Monday, but bearish divergence at the top, getting overbought, filled that gap already, hit that target already, gap below. Amazon looks identical to Google, in my opinion. Sell signal, June 1st. Apple's flat today, was getting overbought. Is that bearish divergence? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm going to have to change the settings real quick. I take it off for visual purposes. Otherwise, the charts get pretty cluttered. Oh, wrong one. Ay. R side. There you go. Okay. Boom. Yes, That was bearish divergence. Okay. I mean, I've looked at it enough to probably say that's most likely bearish divergence, and then the likelihood of the trailing dots getting retested is very high. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just have to make sure I don't get overconfident. We'll take championship laps because I was taught there's no participation trophies, and there's definitely no participation trophies in trading with real money. So I love to win, but I hate to lose even more. So we'll pat ourselves on the back. We'll take victory laps, but you just don't want to get overconfident. One thing that I hit home and drove home on the deep dives of the recorded coaching is once you've had like 9 wins in a row, and one of our live coaching crew members that we recorded had like 9 wins in a row. We celebrated, but I said the probabilities have just increased that you're going to have your next loss. Not just because of math itself, but because, and not because the strategy has changed, it's because you stop doing all the steps of your strategy. You cut corners. You're overconfident, right? You can do no wrong. That's what it feels like when you're on a win streak. Same is true when you're on a lose streak, right? You try to win back faster. You skip steps. Happens. It's happened to me in the past. So when I was coaching that, I said, you've had 9 wins in a row. Awesome. Congratulations. That's not easy to do. Your confidence is at all-time high. So this is the perfect time for me to tell you on recorded coaching. This was live, unscripted. We're talking real life trading. I said, your next loss is around the corner. The probabilities are increasing. Why? Not because your strategy changed, but you're going to skip a step because you're overconfident. Sure enough, the next live stream that we recorded, he said he had his loss. So I hope so. I'm hoping for 2022. I'm not hoping for the .com or, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter to me because I'm already positioned correctly. It'd probably benefit me if it was like a .com bubble or a 2008 like crash. It would benefit me, probably benefit a lot of the snipers. But the majority of people, it will not benefit in the world. The 401ks, family members, friends, followers, right? Snipers who joined late, who didn't position, right? My parents, all that stuff, right? If there's like in their older years, a .com bubble or a stock market like crash of 2008, it would be a big drop. So for all the baby boomers, all the retirees, it would not be good for them. So I hope for 2022, like not a .com bubble or a 2008 like crash. So we'll see. But it would benefit me. I mean, I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying 100%. And I've argued for this and I've argued against this. It's not for me, but it makes sense for my wife. Right? Not all baby boomers. Like my parents didn't take advantage of lower generations, right? So maybe the elite did, maybe the top 1%ers did, maybe the top 0.1 percenters, but the average common blue collar working families, they didn't. So but we're not the elite. We're not the top 1%. I'm not in the top 1% or the 0.1%. I'm on the outskirts, but I'm not in the top 0.1% or 1%, right? I'm not in the top 0.1% calling the shots. And that means 99% of the baby boomers are not either, right? So there's a top 5%, there's a top 10%, but the majority below that, they didn't. So yeah, I do feel bad for them. They're retirees, and the dollar is running away, and it's harder to buy food, it's harder to buy gas. They're on a fixed income with Social Security that may or may not keep going. So, you know, I feel bad for them. 401k, it's not for me because I manage my own stuff. But if you're working and you don't have time to manage it and you have kids and you're a W-2 employee and you're a W-2 employee like my wife, who's got a great position. She's got a great position. And they match up to certain points and it's tax-free. And then, oh, by the way, it might make 4 to 7% per year to keep up with inflation. The fact that you skip the tax up to a certain level, which is like 30% at the higher tier W-2 income, all for it. All for it. That part's not a scam. Now, it'll drop, but if you're young enough, most likely it'll recover. And if you have a little bit of insight on the 401k, most 401ks you could call in and say, hey, move my account to cash, right? Then I would actually be excited for a 401k. Because if you can move to cash at a top and then you let them, and then you move back into the 401k at the bottom, then your 401k would be way above, way above. So it's not just as easy as saying 401k is a scam. I know what you're saying, but I don't think it applies. I don't think it's a scam to everybody. And you can actually manage your own 401k. So if you just went blindly into a 401k and you're a baby boomer who is on Social Security and you're towards the end of your investment cycle, then one could argue it's a scam if it drops 50%, right? So there you go. Exactly. You can go to there's a lot of things you could do. There's a lot of things you can do. Usually is. It usually is. I don't like to talk in so certain like certainties one way or the other. It's usually somewhere in the middle. Or not as lopsided as it is, right? My opinion. My opinion. I did the exact same thing. Cool. Cool. 4.5%. You know, I know they say inflation's 3%. True inflation, not the website, but true inflation's probably closer to 5%. So it's at least a placeholder right? You're not going to get rich off of it, but it's at least a placeholder. It's better than a regular savings account or a checking account. I've gone to cash on several type of things. You know, so if it's like 4 to 5%, it's fine for me if I'm holding through a bear market, whatever. So yeah. And then if it drops 30, 40%, guess what? You have more money to deploy because you just made, if it drops 30 to 50% in a year and you made 4.5%, now you're going to, if it dropped 50%, now it'll more than double your holdings, right? And then you catch the upswing. So, yep. So it's money that you're using, and I'm not your financial advisor. It's not financial advice, but, and I know you're not either, but if you can avoid tax or pay less tax legally, it's all legal, right? That's something I'm pro tax relief. That's what I can say. I'm pro tax relief. I'm all about it. That's why if the wife's W-2, I have to have a corporation set up. I run the expenses through the corporation. So you have to, especially living in California. Boom. That could be massive. Good job. Sweet. Okay. Compounding. So you don't have to feel like compounding interest, right? Compounding moves. You don't need a lot of those. You do this a couple times in your lifetime, Corey, and it's going to grow. You don't have to go all in with leverage. You don't have to mortgage your house. You don't have to take out debt. You don't have to do high risk. You do a couple of these moves in your lifetime, and you're going to be better than 95%. You'll be fine. It's an amazing move. That's awesome. Good job. Yep. I'm for that. I'm for that. Even if it didn't make money. Even if the markets went down 30%. If you're not having to pay tax on that 30% right now, to wash. So I'm all for it. Then if your company matches you to a certain point, so there's a lot of good things about the 401k. So let's keep going. Apple, Netflix kind of flat today. Dropping though, just as we talked about. We put this out on, we were talking about the top of Netflix. Then we talked about this relief rally. It was a pending buy signal on February 25th. We put out this fractal and then said, break that fractal and see the 200-week moving average, right? So that played out almost perfectly. I think that's about it. Let's go. UNH talked about the bear market, similar to 2008. And it dropped a lot. Seems like it's reversing to come back to retest the 200-week SMA at 442. But I was pointing out the downward slope. We're on the monthly chart. The downward sloping 200-week moving average hasn't happened since 2008 on United Health Group. And I pointed this out. Downward sloping 200-week SMA, similar to 2008. It was in a bull run for more than a decade. 12, 13 years. It was in a bull run. So that's UNH, United Health Group. If the overall stock market has a correction like United Health Group did, I would expect Bitcoin to go much lower. Prices came back to 2018. Prices wicked back to August 2018. It was the same price as August 2018. Higher low. Let's go, right? If prices come back to 2018 in the stock market, would it be possible to see Bitcoin come back to 2018 prices as well? Oof. Haven't really thought about that. Let's take a look. 2000, we have to find, there we go. 2018, August, it's probably around $10,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin. Let's see. Need to find one with more chart history. There we go. So that's 2017. 2018. So around this area, right? $10,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin. If the overall stock market corrected like United Health Group, I still think it looks like 2022. That's my main thesis. United Health Group makes me think that it's a possibility. We'll be prepared for it. We are prepared for it, and we look to buy the right dip. So it's a possibility. Until then, we're looking for bullish divergence, whether that is here, continued bullish divergence, then a higher low in October. Let's go. This is mapped out in advance. When the MACD had a bullish crossover in April, we drew this out. We speculated. Expect bounces along the way, but it's following the W pattern even more closely, which we covered it, and so on and so on. But many reasons why price is going to go lower. Many reasons why the bottom isn't in. And we will continue to sniper the markets together. Whew. Ran out of time. Haven't done any chart requests. Maybe we'll do a couple of chart requests, but I've got a lot of things to do. Short day on Friday. The nanny leaves early. So got some things I got to do, but let's see. A lot of comments. We'll go back through them. Yeah, probably bullish divergence. Bullish divergence. The indicator's picking up bullish divergence. There's a gap at 33. You could make money on this, but the majority, I would say, I wouldn't do this. These are more meant for like intraday trading, day trading. They're not really meant to hold long term. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. Have I successfully traded these? Yes. But knowing that you're not going to hold them very long. So if you think you're going to hold it all the way to $500, probably not. I don't know what the fills are. The fills might not be great. You might see a potential to make 1,000%. There's no one there to buy them, right? So taking all that into consideration, throwing a little bit of lunch money on it, sure, why not? Knowing that you're not going to go all in and get rich quick off of it, okay? So it just depends on the overall mindset, right? Cover Tesla, cover QQQ, cover BTC, cover NVIDIA. Check. Got it. Lemonade, covered it briefly. Weekly chart had a sell signal weeks ago. Looks like the daily chart is selling off. Daily chart has sell signal. Weekly chart could be coming back for a retest of the 200-week SMA. 3-week chart has a pending sell signal. Was that it? 3 out of 4 targets. Then get a reset, then go maybe. I don't know. Monthly chart. Maybe that was it. 3 out of 4 targets. Reverse candle on the monthly chart. Not good. If you longed here, are you out of it? If you long this weekly chart, were you out of it? Right? So all things considered, bearish on the time frames. Yep, similar to the other tech stocks, Magnificent 7, bearish divergence, not only on RSI, but also MACD. Could it fill this small gap first like QQQ did? Maybe. Maybe not. At least local top. You got longer term divergence. Longer term divergence. Seems like the top's in. Seems like a additional bearish divergence. So it's early. It's super early. MU probably looks similar. Bearish divergence on RSI, no bearish divergence on MACD. That gap was filled. That's a tiny gap. There's a gap there, some gaps there. Went parabolic. They pump hard, they dump hard. Weekly chart. Weekly chart gets very wicky at the top. Bearish divergence. Early. Super early. I usually cover Solana, but I didn't cover it. Oh, it's right by MU. Looks similar to all the other altcoins, in my opinion. Still bearish. Lost monthly support there. And it's been in a new range on the monthly chart. It's below the 200-week SMA. It's bearish on higher time frames. It's been in a bear market since January 2025. New weekly low coming in. Daily chart is falling. Expect bounces along the way. Same message. Gold weekly chart. Looks like a lower high was put in. Right? Bearish divergence, lower high, below the train dots. Seems like a retracement is in order, so I'm assuming silver is too. Pending sell signal on the weekly chart. Silver hit almost three retracements to the upside. That was it. Not all targets get hit. Shocking. Gold, silver. I think that's about it. Anything else could be late chart requests. Chart XYZ. No, that's just in. Okay. Bearish divergence, drop, lower high, the higher probability. Bearish divergence, lower high in the daily chart, drop, lower high. This would be another lower low confirming lower highs. And it's because once you have a loss, you try to quickly erase that instead of like taking time to like think about what happened of your process, right? So you rush back in and then you get another loss. And you got to rush in to make that better, to make yourself feel better that, hey, I'll get it back. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. I saw XYZ. I saw XYZ. I saw XYZ. I saw this news, I saw this narrative, blah, blah, blah. I saw this post on X or YouTube or whatever. And then you're chasing the dragon. And you're chasing it. You're chasing it instead of spending more time. You think getting back into more trades will help you get the money back faster, but you actually lose more faster versus taking time to study why you made the decision, why you got into the trade in the first place, why you got out, why it went against you, why, right? Studying the game film. Nobody, to my knowledge, and I don't know, I'm not an insider, but nobody studied NFL film more than Tom Brady. And nobody has more Super Bowl championship rings. And this pains me. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. This pains me. I hated the Patriots when they were winning so much. Why can't the Vikings get one win? Right? Tom Brady was studying. He sacrificed everything. He probably sacrificed family time. I don't know his situation. But my bet is if you're all in on something like studying film and you have 7 championships, you probably sacrificed everything. Everything. And I don't know if he did or not. Maybe he never skipped a beat with his kids or whatever. But I do know he got divorced. So there's that. But it's not about that. It's about spending more time. If he threw 3 touchdowns and 1 interception, you know he was going over the interception. Why did I throw the interception? What did I miss? What did I not read? Over and over and over again. Spending more time on finding out why you were losing versus losing more would have saved you money, which means you would have made more money. Cutting corners on a losing streak or cutting corners on a winning streak will keep those streaks going. So the positive is when you're on a win streak, your next loss is around, your next teachable moment, your next loss is around the corner. When you're on a losing streak, your next win is around the corner. But you better get dialed in first before you make another move. So, anywho, we're going deep today. Yep. Yep. If you're not planning and strategizing and stacking probabilities, it's gambling. And the casino is always open. And the casino collects fees. Okay, I'll do one more. Since you're a market sniper, I'll do one more. Do I have it on here? No. I had it. Someone else asked about it. Just getting top heavy. I bet that's bearish divergence. Reversal candles. Bearish engulfing candle, pending sell signal, bearish divergence on RSI, MACD pending crossover, RSI pending sell signal pending. Oh, and by the way, there's FUD about a scammer scamming people and selling his position at the top. Wow. Never saw that one coming. Again. People keep falling for it. Or new people keep falling for it. It sucks. So There you go. Dumping bags on the bag holders. Not me, though. Now it's time for the victory laps. Let's find some. Let's find some victory laps. Bookmarks. There we go. Here's a classic. Doing victory laps now. Faraz. Enjoy. What else? There's more victory laps. That's posted on October 10th. I'll find some more. We'll start with the older ones. Work our way back. There's a lot of them. Victory lap number 2. Original post, October 4th. Bitcoin has never peaked beyond 550 days post-halving. Is this time different? It was right here. 2 days later, it peaked. 4 days later, I put out the Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution chart. 6 days later, I put out the Bitcoin bear market roadmap. Now price is down here, $60,000. Victory lap number 2. If you're not sharing the live stream today, what are you even doing with your life? Help me out. Help me out. I've done my best to help you out. Help me out. Let's send this live stream into the stratosphere. Let's put it to the moon or Mars with Elon. Let's go. Help me out. We're going big on a short day too. I gotta probably get ready. I kind of feel bad today, but I had to make a decision. Okay, one more. We'll do some more, but I think I need to talk about this today. Our nanny and a couple of other nannies all meet up every day. And it's cool because then my daughter has some friends, like 4 or 5 friends, and they all kind of watch out for each other. Last night, I get a text from the nanny. Hey, the nannies are taking the kids to the pool. And I'm like, let me think about it. She's only 23 months old. Obviously doesn't know how to swim. Our nanny doesn't know how to swim. She told me. And so after thinking about it, I'm like, I only have 1 kid. I don't have any kids to spare. And number 1 is that you have like distractions. People get distracted on their phone. Parents don't watch their kids. Major things happen. Drownings happen very quickly. And I already knew it was a short work day today for me. So I had to be hyper focused today. So after all of that, I said, I think it's too risky. I take her in the pool all the time, but I never take my eye off of her. If I take her in the pool, I'm holding her in the pool. If something happens, I'm jumping in after her instantly, but I don't have to because I'm already holding her. I try to teach her how to swim. She's 23 months old. She kicks. I've taken her under the water for a brief second, and she didn't like it. I've done it a couple times. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I would have been worrying about it this whole time. And it sucks because those kids were having fun. But I can't risk it. It wasn't worth the risk versus reward. I'll take her to the pool today. Maybe not with her friends, but I'll take her. I don't pat myself on the back. And actually, I was really pissed off at the time when it happened about 8 to 10 years ago. I was body surfing in Newport Beach. I had my wetsuit on. I had my fins on. And I was out there for a couple hours. I was in my 30s. I could do that. And I noticed this dad was so worried about taking pictures. He wasn't focusing on watching his 8 kids that were in the ocean. And the current was super strong. I'm like, it's not my job. It's not my responsibility. I'm not a lifeguard. But in an instant, things could go wrong in the ocean. So I was like, well, I'm going to go body surf behind him. You never know. I could body surf 200 yards away, or I could body surf behind them. And there was like one surfer out there and whatnot. And then it happened. I had to make a decision in real life. This goes with anything, trading, life, risk, kind of seeing it happen before it happens, being aware, being in the moment. And I was like, I saw this, he was probably 8 years old, on a boogie board, getting sucked out in the ocean while the other 7 kids swam back in. And he froze on the boogie board. And he started crying. And I looked back and I'm like, he's getting sucked out into the crash zone with 6-foot waves. Beyond that, he doesn't look like a good swimmer. I was a good swimmer at 8. Really good swimmer at 8. That would have been a tough time. I don't know. That would have been tough for me to make it through that crash. So I had to make a decision. Do I wait for something bad to happen, or I just make the move now? I saw he was crying, grabbed his board, swam him in. His mom came running out, said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." I was so pissed. I didn't even say you're welcome. I literally swam back out, caught another wave to calm down. I was so pissed. They weren't paying attention to their kid. It's my kid at the end of the day. And what if someone else is supposed to be watching my kid in a pool situation or a beach situation and they get distracted? Then it's on me because I already foresaw the move happening. Am I scared to go in the ocean with her? No, I've taken her in the ocean. Am I scared to take her in the pool? No, I take her in the pool. Am I worried of a nanny who can't swim taking her in the pool? Absolutely. So with that, I don't know why I just told you all that, but it does relate to there's a nugget in there somewhere from trading to investing, risk versus reward, all that stuff. So with that, let's do a couple more victory laps. We'll call it here today. A couple more victory laps. Why not? It's Friday. That's a good one. That's a good one. There's a lot of them. We're not going to cover them all. Oh, it wouldn't be complete without this one. This might be the victory lap. This one's pretty good. Oof. People tagged Wyckoff quote unquote experts. I'm not a Wyckoff expert. I don't care to be a Wyckoff expert. But if it aligns with my sniper targets, my strategy, then I'm all for it. Same with patterns. That's why I was like, I don't like cough, but let's trigger some Bitcoin perma bulls just for fun. Everyone was calling for $250,000 Bitcoin then. I posted this as 123,740. There's a victory lap. These are better because it was 8 months ago, but there's some really good ones still. I like this one because the timing of it, of the relief rally, people were really bullish, but that's about it. So this one, despite your feelings, the bottom is not in. Average buy price is $52,939. Lines the sniper targets. When was this? April 9th. I like that one. There's better ones. Let's see. Taking the victory laps. This is a good one. This is a recent one. Woo! Actually drew it out a couple days in advance. Drew this out. Drew out the lower high. It was breaking down. All four targets were already mapped out. Divergence played out. Closed below the dots in RSI. Reversal confirmed. Bulls need target 4 to hold, or bottom wasn't in. Oh, so true, Jesse. So true. $60,000. Oh. If target 4 doesn't hold, the bottom wasn't in. Boom, check. That's a victory lap right there. Let's see. We've got more. That's a good one. It's a recent one. We're doing victory laps. Oh my God, 173,000 views on Mario Nafal's controversial bill to merge. We have 2,300. Wow, 173,000. That's wild. They love it. People love the news. This was a good one. Still playing out. This one's a good one. Oh. W pattern. $80,000. Woo. Every BTC bear market, W pattern, bottom is in crew, calling it the whole way down, buy the right dip. That's a good one. I can find some more. Couple more. I'm not gonna do this all day. I got things to do. Scrolling through my bookmarks. I gotta show the update of this one. Bitcoin has bottomed near 900 days every cycle. Day 775, this is what we learned. Super cycle, 5-year cycle, nope. M2 global fractal, I don't think so. Talking heads, business cycle, Okay. Sailor will never sell. Ooh. We're just testing the liquidity. Okay. Whatever you say. Jesse Olsen charts. Buy the right dip. Buy the right dip, my people. My people. Buy the right dip. We're there for you. That was a good one. Oof. See if we got some more. Some more victory laps. Oh yeah, we got one. Can't leave this one out. This was like Wyckoff distribution 2.0. Before the right shoulder was built out. What if Bitcoin forms a head and shoulders pattern? Price would drop to $70,000 within 3 weeks. Possible? Oof. What a drop. And then the aftermath. And then lower. There it was, right? It's almost as good as that one. Almost as good. People are more bullish here, so that's number one. People were bullish on the head and shoulders, but it's pretty good. What else? This one's pretty good. Bearish divergence on MACD. Every so-called expert talks trash about the MACD. It's like the first indicator I ever used. I think there's more alpha on our side. What? The MACD would outperform many so-called experts. Lose this target box, and well, let's not scare the bulls. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's one of the best. One of the best. All right, let's see if we can find one more, and then we'll call it here. I don't even know what the price is anymore. Oh, did we do that one? We didn't do it. Oh, we did that one. We did that one. Okay. Relax, Jesse. We did that one. Was that it? Those are all classics. See if we can find one more. MicroStrategy was a good one. We're not going to do that one, though. See if we can find a little bit older one. This one's okay. I think it's worth. I think it's worth showing. We'll show this one too. There's just one more I have in mind, though. Bearish engulfing candle pointed out. There was another good one with the bearish engulfing candle, the 3-week chart at the top. But called this one out. Confirmation relief rally is over. One more. I think we can find one more. Why not? That one's good. Yeah. That one's pretty good. if I don't find it. It's okay. I think I will though. I think I'll find it. It's a good exclamation point. One more. Yep. Yep. That's a good one. I'm gonna leave you with one more. Ooh, that one's good. Nope, I don't want to go through this again. Yep. Oh, that one's good. That one's good. I forgot about these. There we go. Found it. Found it. All right, we'll bring this one over. There's like 4 more at least that worth going through it. This is the last one. This is the last picture left. Let's see comments. Boom. Boom. Okay. The week hasn't closed for Bitcoin, but it could be breaking out of this downward consolidation. Bullish divergence called out 8 weeks ago, but takes time to play out. CME gap at 28,805-ish, great target. Daily buy signal was January 4th. Caution, weekly and monthly indicators still bearish. I was posting these charts a lot in the Discord first and was calling it out every single day. And I bought the right dip on January 4th. It was technically on the calendar, it was still January 3rd, but the new January 4th candle had started after 5 p.m. So the evening of January 3rd, I bought the right dip at 16,800. This was the weekly chart, bullish divergence. We are calling it at the bottom, not just the top. I showed the 4-day chart on January 11th, had a pending buy signal, and so on and so on. So the daily chart, oh, this is January 11th. The daily chart had the pending buy signal on January 4th, and then it closed with the January 4th buy signal. As all of this was starting to break out, with that, we will continue to sniper the markets together. If I didn't do Keel, I apologize. Remind me on the next live stream, and we will cover it for you. With that, have a good weekend. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for all of your support and pushing me up to 100,000 followers in the near future. Help me, help you, help me, and adios.